personality of the project, we've already discussed this. Yeah, but the personality, the actual like personality of the project, the like positive nature, the disarmingness, what's inviting about it. I'm not exactly inviting.
Hey, coming to my trailer. That's the last thing you want to do.
I'm definitely very much somebody who has a difficult time often focusing into a little space. I have to be thinking of the bigger picture.
The way I work is very personal and immediate, and I think best when I'm able to like move materials around and kind of like focus in on a project that's quite labor intensive and also that I understand all the pieces of.
You have a really difficult time being disconnected from the physical act of making.
Yes.
Yeah, which I am the opposite.
Right. I mean, it definitely started off, like I said, as being like, neat, like I could have my own textile and screen printing studio on wheels. Period.
Yeah, well, you're just like, I want to make a mobile studio for myself.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about what that is, and then I was.
You were like, no.
I was like, well, I said if I'm going to be involved, it's not interesting. If we were just to make this the way we wanted to, and then just show it to people when we're done, but not having people be involved with it, I don't think it would be valuable to anybody.
Originally, when I thought about it, and when I still think about it, and one of its forms that it might take is doing a tour of small towns and bringing an art show and some workshops and doing collaborations with people in different cities. Connect with artists beforehand and talk about the kind of project you might work on, and then roll up with your studio and see what happens and leave something, hopefully that is something that the community at large could get involved with and do something that could stay there and grow there. I feel like the amazing part of this is if we do it right, is that this could be a number of projects. It could be a space that changes depending on who's inhabiting it and where it is.
And that's another kind of huge aspect of this project. I mean, why it's positioned outside of Emily Carr, but close enough to Emily Carr that allows it to kind of sit in between all of these different spaces, which is what allows people from different areas to be able to come and be interested in it, because it's not wholly situated in one specific thing that has a whole language around that people understand it and you're going to say, oh, that's just whatever that thing is, and disregard it because it's somewhere in between, so that everybody can kind of attach their own meaning to it. And I think the mobility psychologically has that effect, more so than just the physical ability to move it around. But and the physical ability to move it around then gives us all this potential again, because it all comes down to what the potential of it is. Because now you can take it and you can change its meaning by situating it in a different area. So it's like putting it in the downtown east side, or like moving it into Shaughnessy, completely changes the context and changes what you can do in the space.
One idea that I've had recently about this space is just kind of capitalizing on how people feel this to be some sort of refuge.
One of the most amazing discoveries of this project is that because of what we were doing of trying to position this thing that's in a slightly different space, slightly in between, people would come out here and like tell us secrets.
Yeah.
Like people who we were connected with in school, and they would just be, they started to feel really comfortable in here. If you're just really real and human with people, they respond, and you can counsel each other.
tried to give you all of me. I thought that was what love was for. I tried to be always everything.
Thinking about artists needing space to create things, and that space being like physical and kind of and not, and needing like the kind of mental space to be able to create that. And with the loss of arts funding, the ability to be comfortable in your ability to create things in Vancouver was taken away. The intent with the project was to show that we can still do something without that support.
And I'll be alright without you. I can learn to be alone when everything shatters. The only thing that matters